Let us discuss the objective questions for the second mid. A fuse in a motor circuit provides protection against dash. So here you are having short circuit, overload, open circuit, both A and B. Mainly where we are using fuse for the protection purpose only, no? So whenever the current is having high current, suppose if it is rated more than, suppose the fuse is rated for 10 amps, but if 11 amps of current is flowing means it will danger to the given circuit. So that is why what happens is this fuse is going to melted up. So that means short circuit cases or overload cases also. Short circuit cases means the voltage is more means current will be voltage less means current will be more in the short circuit case. So that both answer, that is short circuit and overload. Answer A and B. Now coming to the next question, the ground wire is colored. Generally in India, ground wire is green color. For the protection purpose, we are using ground wire as green color. And the coming to next third one, the lagging power factor is due to dash power drawn by the circuit. We know that you are having resistive load, inductive load or capacitive load. So RLC. So for inductive load, it takes lagging power factor. Inductive means that is case is reactive. So answer is B. Coming to the fourth one, speed of the stator field of the induction motor is speed of the stator field. You are having stator as well as rotor. So here we are injecting three-phase supply to the stator. So if the inject three-phase supply, there will be rotating magnetic field. That field, that speed we are representing as synchronous speed, and the inside you are having rotor, that speed we are representing as NR. In the question is asking that stator, that means outer part. This is the stator. So stator speed is the synchronous speed. So here what are the options? Stator speed is the synchronous speed. Okay, next one is when induction motor is at standstill. Standstill means rotor speed is equal to 0 because rotor is not going to in rotating mode. So you know that slip is equal to ns minus nr, synchronous speed minus rotor speed. So rotor speed is at by ns. So here nr is equal to 0. What is the value? Nr is equal to 0. Rotor speed is tending to 0 because it stands still. It is not rotating. So if nr is 0, ns by ns is 1. So slip is 1. Commutator in a DC machine can be converting. What it will do? It converts AC to DC because we know that we are getting AC through the machine, DC machine, but we require DC. DC machine means we require DC. So by using commutator, we can convert AC to DC. Now coming to the seventh one, brushes of DC machines are usually made up of. So here brushes generally it is made up of carbon. The purpose of brush is to collect the current. Okay, to collect the current. So we are going to use carbon. Now next coming to the eighth one, transformer working on what? Transformer will working according to given options. So it will not work on DC because if you apply DC, so huge amount of heat going to takes place. So that is why DC is not applicable. So only the option is AC because in AC the transfer of that means transfer of electrical energy is taking place as well as step up of the voltage or step down of the voltage is going to take place. Coming to the ninth one, in a transformer, electrical power is transferred from one circuit to another circuit without change in what? So here voltage is going to change, current is going to change, but the frequency is maintained constant. So frequency is the answer. Step up transformer increases what? So we know that two types of in the transformer we are having the voltages either V2 greater than V1 or V1 greater than V2. That means step up. Step up means secondary side is voltage is more, current is less. So these are the objective questions. That means choose the correct answers. Now let us go for fill in the blanks. Okay. The efficiency of transformer. Transformer efficiency. Transformer output is what? Electrical energy only. So here the efficiency is output power. The electrical energy is output electrical power by input electrical power, that is into 100. So you can write either this one, or you can write output power is V2 I2 cos pi 2, because power is product of voltage current and input is V1 I1 cos pi 1. So you can write this formula into 100. So this is the transformer efficiency. Next, transformer EMF equation. What is the transformer EMF equation? The transformer EMF equation is, we know that E1 is equal to, or E2 is equal to, we got that from the derivation 4.44 speed into frequency into flux pi m. So this is the transformer EMF equation. And coming to the low slip region. In low slip region, what is the torque slip characteristics of induction motor? It is induction, three-phase induction motor. So we know that torque slip characteristics will be like this. Here it is going to straight line, and then here it is decreasing. So that means under low slip region, this is low slip. Under low slip region, you will be observing linear. So this is, you can write it as linear. Next one is DC motor operates on the principle of what? So you know that DC motor and DC generator. DC generator, you know that it is a Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. Whereas DC motor, what? It is the force. Force means output is force, no mechanical energy, which is Lorentz force equation. Lorentz force equation you can write down. Okay. Now coming to 15th one, synchronous generator. Synchronous generator rotor consisting of what? So you are having two types of rotors in the synchronous generator, or alternator we can call. So one is salient pole, another one is non-salient pole, or otherwise you can write projecting type. Anyone you can write, either projecting one, or for non-salient you can write it as cylindrical type rotor. So both answers are valid, cylindrical type. Now coming to the next one, induction motor classified into dash and dash. So it is this three-phase induction motor is classified into two. One is squirrel cage induction motor. Squirrel cage induction motor, you have to write induction motor totally. And the one is slip ring induction motor. Okay. Now coming to the 17th question. In 17th question, it is 6-pole 3-phase induction motor running at 1140 rpm on full load at 60 Hz. What is the synchronous speed? Synchronous speed is what? Synchronous speed is nothing but the stator speed. So we know that synchronous speed formula is ns is equal to what? Ns is equal to 120 f by p. So is the data is there? You just verify. Frequency already given 60 Hz. And 6 poles are also given. Directly you can put that values. 120, frequency is 60, and number of poles are 6. 6 ones are 6 tens are. So you can directly write it as 1200 rpm. It is in rpm, revolutions per minute. Now coming to 18th question. The material used for the fuse wire should be. So for fuse, generally what we use? Which type of material? It is copper, mainly copper. Okay, either you can go for aluminum also. So generally we prefer copper. Next one is what? The maximum value of power factor. Power factor, we know that power factor is angle between voltage and current. So he's asking the value, the magnitude. So power factor lies between 0 to 1. For pure resistor, it is 1. No? So the maximum value is what? It is, you have to write 1 or unity. Any one you can write, either 1 or unity power factor. That is the maximum value. The last question is batteries classification. We know that batteries are classified into two. That is primary batteries and secondary batteries. So this is the answer. Thank you.